Welcome to Tech in the Classroom today with Mr. Parrott. I'm Mr. Parrott, and I'm really excited for today's show because we are going to be talking about Google Classroom. This is going to be a teacher edition video, what I would expect teachers to check out. Now, I broke this down into about 7 different videos for different aspects of Google Classroom, maybe 6, depends on how quickly some of this stuff goes. I want to keep these very short, be as respectful as possible of your time, so maybe 5 to 7 minutes at a time and so forth. But I just wanted to first start off with this. The first video to go public on Tech in the Classroom today as just an overview with what is Google Classroom. Google Classroom is Google's LMS or learning management system that's currently available only to school accounts connected with the Google Apps for Education, or what they're referring to now as, I believe, G Suite. That works with Google Docs to store and manage paperless projects. For my personal preference is that it's a very clean operating system, or a very clean LMS. Not a lot of bells and whistles to it, which, to be honest, if you're dipping your toes into one-to-one the first time, that could be a very positive, a positive side of it. Just because you can do a lot with it, and the more you do, the wider the window sort of opens up. But if you're just starting on something like this, I think this is a really friendly user interface because it's got all the same Google buttons that we're used to with everything else. So, and then lastly, for us who is a Chromebook school, or for my school is we're a Chromebook school, so it works with the students' Chromebook logins. So that's really helpful. So let's get started. These are some of the things I want to do: inviting your students, assigning work, and checking work. We're not going to be there just yet, though. I'm going to bring up Google Classroom as we see it. So this is mine right now. You see I've got a couple of teachers that we sort of work together with, but this is my classroom. These 3 obviously will not be here when you get started. So I want to show you first and foremost how you create a class. So it's the arrow right here at the top, right beside your name or login, and it's just going to be Create Class. We're going to call this one YouTube because that's what we're on. You can give it a section number and a subject. As an elementary school teacher, I have all the subjects and they're all my sections, so I just have the one. So we're going to create the class. I also suggest really that you would add a number to this. The school year would be helpful, 16, 17 or so forth, but you do it however you fit, because you can archive all this stuff and then you can use it again next year rather than just deleting and adding new things. So this is what's going to look like when you start your brand new class. I'm going to work my way around the screen here. First, we can change the theme, so the colors that are in there, by changing the picture at the top. Getting some weird noises. It's storming outside, so if you hear some wind noises, I apologize. But there we go. Let's have a government class here. It's going to update, and of course you see how it updates all the colors around your browser as well. If that's something that's interesting to you. And then you're going to also notice down here at the bottom it says class theme updated. Pay attention to that, because that's going to sort of, as you make changes and things, it's not going to change automatically on the screen, but you're going to get options down here to basically let you know that when things have changed. Dropping down here, you're going to see the button here that is basically the button for all buttons. It's how we're going to add assignments, create questions, create announcements, create assignments, and so forth. We're going to get out in the next video. That's a video all within itself. I just want to sort of show you the overlay here, and then maybe how to add students on this particular video. So, but that's where that'll be. We'll come back to that plus button in the next video, so make sure you come back for that. This is your stream, so just like your Facebook page, your Twitter page, or whichever social media account you're looking at the time, probably not Google Plus. They wanted it to be Google Plus, but if it's not, your assignments are going to show up here along the side. Topics here, maybe you have multiple topics. Let's do a math topic. Let's do a reading topic. If I can spell, there we go, and so forth. So that way you can sort of keep your subjects and your assignments organized. Your classes can do as well. Any work that's due soon will be up here, so kids can help keep track of what they have to do and prioritize what's going on. This is how you come back to your class. This is going to be your calendar. It does not. There's not a lot of integration between Google Calendar and this, so if you have some separation there, you're okay. But it does have its own calendar. These are some other classes I've practiced with. The archive classes, settings. Not a lot to do here setting wise, but yeah, there you go. Back to classes, back to YouTube. Here we go. And then right up here, you the teacher, which is going to be your Google account, and then students. So inviting students is pretty easy. You can invite students just by using like your normal, however you have your students added there. And you can do that. But here I've jumped over to my son's account here, and I'm just going to show you how he can join by putting in a class code. Your class code is right here. So if you have all the kids down in the lab, it's over here as well. If you have all the kids down in the lab, or you have the Chromebook cart for the afternoon or whatever it is, you can put this code up on the screen, invite them to go to Google Classroom. They're going to find a page that looks like this. I'm going to copy and paste that just to save me from typing. It's not letting me copy and paste it. There it is. You're going to have that projected up on the screen or whatever it is so that they can all see it. They're going to click here and they're going to type it in just like that. They're going to click join. And now he is a member of my students. And he's going to get a whole tutorial here, and we'll go over that through the when we do a student video in a little bit, or later on in the teacher video. But I just wanted to show you how easy that was. His classmates are up here where your students button is. We come back here. Noah is now a student in my classroom, and so forth. And I can update any of the stuff that I would normally do. Update my Google Drive folder, update my classroom calendar, open it in Google Calendar. Like I said, it's not really synced to begin with, but I told you there was a way to do that. We'll talk about that later if that's something that people are interested in. But that's it right there. That's all we want to cover in the first video. I know it's not a lot, but the plan here is to build on that knowledge in in videos that come later. I went a little Elmer Fudd there for a second, but yeah. That's it. So if you want to make sure you catch the next video, be sure to subscribe to this channel. If you have any questions about anything that you'd like to know more about that I might be able to help you on, let me know by leaving a comment down below. And if you learned something about Google Classroom that isn't covered in the videos, by all means, share. Remember, I want this to be a two-way street. Thank you so much for watching Tech in the Classroom today with Mr. Parrott. I'm Mr. Parrott telling you have a great day.